Hello everyone, and welcome to Checkpoint Sonichi. In the last episodes, we explored what was changed in the Berezino area. Now we are going to check out what has changed in the Sonichi areas for the DayZ server I assist and add map add-ons to. Links to the server and the Discord for the server will be in the description. If not, put a comment so I know to add them. So, the military was already set up here anyways. That's vanilla. The military forgot to close access of movement. During an epidemic and even pandemic to this magnitude, roads would be closed as society collapses. We saw that in real life, let's just say it that way. So, what has changed is I have blocked off this road completely. In normal DayZ, you get a lot of vehicle spawn events at the Solnichnly checkpoint, so I'm not going to cause interference with that. So, there's that. Nice generator truck as this position when the undead showed up. It did not survive long. Even the rail bridge had closed access as it continued, so I use this to move around. We'll explore that smoke here in a little bit, because we are not done with the checkpoint section. The Solnichnly file is 157 pieces long. Vehicles and panic. As you start to see, bodies weren't even properly buried. As I growl. A train wreck spawns over here. Was not touched for that reason. And continuing on with the Solnichnly checkpoint area. Even down here you can see the smoke for one of our next episodes in this series. All this can be found already uploaded onto the server, as test building was done completely and pretty easily, unlike Berezino. Now we come to the checkpoint gas station. Bodies still not even properly buried. At least they're not undead, getting up out of the ground and, well, trying to eat us. All vehicles from Berezino that weren't able to fill at the Berezino gas station because of it being blocked off proceeded down this motorway to the Solnichnly checkpoint gas station, which formerly was the Solnichnly gas station. As a gruesome sight can behold, as one of the evacuation buses almost knocked out a pump and blew up, as local military and police set up little roadblocks to put vehicles in. At the time, they didn't know what was going on. You had the conflicts that were still going on. You had NATO and their equipment in the region, and the Russian Federation up there, down in this region. As the Civil War was at its ends, but you still had problems with the residents. As this gas station is barely usable by vehicles now that still operate these roads. The military, or whatever you want to call them, tried to set up this position. It did not hold. What a real shame. Hello everyone, I'm your host Kikyo, and welcome to Solnichnly add-on. The town itself. Solnichnly. A nice lovely port area that was heavily affected by what was going on in the Berezino city region. As people panicked, didn't know what was going on, and were being forced to evacuate their homes just like the residents of Berezino. It became a nightmare. I do remember that links to the Discord and the server name will be put in the description. Please come join the server. It is growing every day. As we see an evacuation bus hit a poor van with 0 survivors. A real shame. We turn into the Solnichnly market area. A cop car is blocking the road as another vehicle almost rammed right into it. Seems like the cop car hit the fence. A real shame. Now, whatever affected the residents of Berezino also affected the residents of Solnichnly. As we can see, a mass grave right next to the medical center. A disturbing sight to see. And it also being next to the well. Another disturbing sight to see. Workers from the Solnichnly quarry use a truck to attempt to evacuate, taking a load of wood with them. Maybe to safety, maybe to block the road. Don't know what was going in their minds. They were just told to evacuate the city of Solnichnly. So they did, loading their workers up into the truck and driving it down the road, not getting far at all, as they crashed over here and blocked the road. More panic ensued, causing problems. As a convoy, or a fuel truck, carrying fuel for this gas station, hit a car down there, causing major confusion over there. It was a real shame, as the cities of Berezino and Solnichnly were forced to evacuate their citizens. But what could happen? What is this disease that is making the infected, per se, kill their own loved ones? Another panic ensuer crashed right into that house, not making it far. Only if you think the fates of these two cities are bad enough, wait until you see the fate of Kamishovo. And it's bad over there on that coastal city. It makes Solnichnly and Berezino look like a happy, lovely miracle that they had to deal with. But more in a later episode. As we come to the coastline of Solnichnly, we see this weird camp that was set up here by people. Survivors, per se. How long did they survive? Only time knew. As it looked like a supply truck over there was causing some trouble. Or had some trouble. From who knows what. Military encampment, maybe? No, these survivors were a lot worse. Bandits. The local Sin City bandits caused some trouble for people evacuating. These people did not want to leave their homes. Who could blame them? As they came to the coastline and set up some defenses on the peninsula, hoping they could defend it from the undead, the local military, the local police, Spetsnaz, and even Delta Force. These bandits did not last that long, as most of them, unaware of it, they were infected with this unknown disease. Those who succumbed to the disease, most of them died. It was unclear if anyone became the undead in that camp. A real shame, as they were causing trouble for panicked, unarmed civilians of the Chernaruskan Republic. Hello everyone, and welcome to the upper, or radio tower, area of Solnichnly. Coming up here, the military made a stand. Not much of a stand, but a stand. Police blockade the roads that were over there. So survivors who, well, weren't collected in the first two waves of the evacuation had somewhere to go to in the Sin City area, as the Chernaruskan army or defense force did not have a lot they could handle, being completely overrun by the infected. There were rumors of Tissy being the last place to hold out in the region. Unlike other groups that had their own forces that held out, or even still, to this day, come into this region of Chernorusk to fight the infected, bandits, cannibals, and what else is stored? Yeah, here. A real nightmare. People did not last that long dealing with these nightmares. There are even still good survivors out there in this world, but nowhere. They don't last long in this new world. No. They end up dead. Or someone's food. Up here, you can see a crashed MI-8. Let's find some good loot. A generator house for the radio tower. This tower had to keep broadcasting after everything else shut off. That's why the military was here, to help set it up. They help keep these towers broadcasting so survivors in this affected region of Chernarus could survive. But I don't know. The tactical engineering company had other ideas. I'll see you all in Berezino.